by Perez Tire Center, Aces Bail Bonds, Miranda and Sons Automotive, Bridgeport Auto Glass, Ramirez Spanish Restaurant, Shakha's Funeral Home.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. You already know I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. So excited to be here broadcasting live from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. We are here in our studio. If you don't know, now you know, man. We have a legitimate, real live studio right here in downtown Bridgeport. This is a platform that has been created for you, for the people of the community. Listen, if you know someone who's talented, someone that's an influencer, someone that's involved in the community, someone that is positive, making a change in our community, go onto our website at www.supereliteentertainment.com. Reach out to us, send us their information so that we, in turn, can reach out to them, all right? And maybe we might bring them in here into our studio and have them sit here on what I call the hot seat. Really quick, I want to encourage you, if you're watching it, please click that share button. Share this live broadcast into your timeline. Call someone up. Let them know tonight that we're broadcasting from the Super Elite Entertainment Studio. Also, I'm excited because we have Mr. Professional Boxer and also professional personal trainer, Shakha Moore. Shakha Moore is here in the studio tonight, sitting on the hot seat. So momentarily, I will pull him into the picture so that he can be a part of the show. If you're listening to us on our podcast, I want to welcome you into the show. If you're listening on Anchor, Spotify, or on our Apple Podcast, I'm going to welcome you into the show. Also, I want to remind you that Perez Tire Center, which is located at 72 Knowlton Street in Bridgeport, Connecticut, is slashing the competition with their full vehicle $45 alignment. If you need rims, if you need tires, if you have a flat tire and you need some service on your vehicle, contact Perez Tire Center right there at 203-612-1784, located at 72 Knowlton Street in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Also, Aces Bail Bond. If you need their assistance, Yasmeen Khan, 24 hours, quick response, easy payment. Contact Yasmeen Khan at 203-257-6228, located at 1125 North Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Also, feel free to call toll-free 1-866-777-BOND if you need Aces Bail Bonds assistance. Also, we need to mention Evolution Sports Bar and Cafe, located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Listen, Evolution Sports Bar is tearing up also the competition here in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. They are exclusive. February 29th, they're going to be having what's called Sábado de Fusion. All right. DJ Flacco will be on the Wheels of Steel. Doors open at 8 p.m. If you need some more information, go onto their website or visit their Facebook and Instagram page at Evolution Sports Bar. Evolution Sports Bar Thursdays have karaoke and happy hour. Friday, ladies night. Saturday, Fusion Day. And also Sunday, El Dia de Rumba. Miranda and Sons Automotive. You need some new brakes, electrical system, diagnostics check, head gasket, AC service, tune-ups, front end, strut, full general auto repair. Contact Louis Miranda at Miranda and Sons Automotive at 360 Avon Street in Stratford, Connecticut. Also, we need to mention Ramirez Spanish Restaurant, 1234 East Main Street in Bridgeport, Connecticut, serving lunch, dinner, wine, takeout, catering. Free delivery service is available. They specialize in seafood and churrasco. Visit RamirezRestaurant.com for more information or visit them at 1234 East Main Street in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Finally, Bridgeport Auto Glass. If you need new glass on your vehicle, visit Bridgeport Auto Glass. Contact Pedro at 1-203-916-7990, located at 1227 Barnum Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Visit BridgeportAutoGlassShop.com for more information. With that said, we are here broadcasting from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. I want to welcome you to Live with Jason Rodriguez. This show has been created for you, the people of the community. Our goal here is to bring you some hope, some encouragement, some strength, some motivation. And tonight, that's what you're going to get with Shakha Moore, professional boxer and personal trainer, who is here in the studio. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, Shakha Moore is here on the hot seat. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back momentarily.
Evolution Sport Bar Café, el mejor ambiente de Bridgeport, Connecticut, presenta Jueves de Karaoke y Happy Hour.
Estoy enamorado de una mala.
Viernes de Ladies Night, donde las damas entran gratis la noche entera.
¡Qué chévere!
Sábado de Fusion Day. Y los domingos son de rumba, con especial toda la noche. Además, todos los días mezclando en vivo los DJ más duros, con los mejores especiales en bebidas y aperitivos. Muévete al lugar donde se vive la noche. Evolution Sport Bar Café, 1279 North Avenue, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Reservas al 203-908-1588. Evolution Sport Bar Café, el mejor ambiente.
All right, you guys, welcome back to Super Elite Entertainment, or should I say Live with Jason Rodriguez. You already know I'm your boy and your host, and tonight we're excited to be broadcasting from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. I have professional boxer and personal trainer Shakha Moore here in the studio. Listen, he's excited to be here. Man, listen, it's been about a year since the last time you was here. You're back, so this is a rematch, all right? This is a rematch. He's back here in the studio. But really quick, I want to mention something that came through email just momentarily from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you are looking for a job, if you're looking for a part-time job, Mayor Ganem, the city clerk office, is announcing job opportunities while encouraging residents to participate in the Bridgeport Census 2020. All right, so listen, they are hiring for individuals who want to be involved with helping accumulate the count numbers for the 2020 census that's coming up here in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. They're going to be paying $25 an hour. That's a good amount of money, man. Yeah. $25 an hour for a part-time job, a couple of hours here and there. Approximately, it says $25 an hour. So listen, if you're interested, Bridgeport Downtown Public Library, located at 925 Broad Street, is hosting a census job fair February 20th at 6 p.m. So go down to the Bridgeport Downtown Public Library, February 20th, right here in Bridgeport, Connecticut, starting at 6 p.m. They're going to be holding a job fair for anyone that is interested in getting involved, getting involved with the Census 2020. $25 an hour. Listen, I might be showing up myself, man. You can't beat that for $25 an hour. But anyhow, with that said, without further ado, I'm excited to have Mr. Shakha Moore, who is here in the studio. Shakha Moore is from Norwalk, Connecticut. He is also a native of Bridgeport, Connecticut, professional boxer, personal trainer. The dude knows his stuff, man. Listen, he is also Danny Garcia's personal sparring partner. Without further ado, I'm going to show you this video highlighting Mr. Shakha Moore. When we come back, he will be joining us in the picture. Really quick, check out this video.
Hard is easy. But the temperament so far has walked around as easy like he just did. It would be a finisher, Bob. Let's see if he is. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Good left hook finish by Morgan. Blood from the mouth of his easy. To the winner by majority decision,
right, welcome back to Super League Entertainment. Without further ado, Mr. Shakha Moore.
How you doing, man?
What's up, brother?
Glad to be back, baby. Glad to be back.
Listen, I'm excited to have you back here in the studio, Shaq. You're a personal friend of mine.
Yes.
We've been knowing each other for quite some time now. It's been years already.
About 4 or 5?
Yeah, I think it's more about maybe about 5, 6.
About 5, 6? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Professional boxer.
Yes.
Also personal trainer.
Yes.
We're gonna talk a little bit about all that tonight.
Okay.
But without further ado, I just wanted you to give the viewing audience a brief introduction of who you are as an individual, as a person.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I'm a father, a husband, family man. Just basics. You know, I like to work out. I like to train. You know, I like giving back to the community. I run a power program in North Connecticut. Me and my friend Fred Kit. So we just like to give back to the community. You know, first and foremost, and a big family man.
That's what's up. So, I mean, I think there's way more than just a brief description you gave of yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't want to go on with it too much. You know, just want to get the layouts first.
Yeah, no.
Most important stuff.
Well, listen, as you know, first of all, lean back, chill, all right? Because we're not at News 12. We're not at, ABC. We're not at any of those studios. You're at the Super Elite Entertainment Studio, located right here in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yes.
This is home, baby. You can lean back and just chill and be yourself. So, listen, I'm excited to have you here, man, because you're a great person. You're a great role model. You're an influencer. You're an inspiration.
Thank you.
You're in the business of helping lives change.
Yes.
All right? So people know you as a professional boxer, but then all your clients know you as their personal trainer. So, you're a man of many hats.
Yes.
You're a family man. Like I said, you're a professional boxer. So let's start off there, because I heard a rumor that there's a possibility Shakha Moore might be stepping back into the ring, maybe in the near future, like real near future, sometime in March.
So we're looking at March 12th in Rhode Island. It's a CES fight. I got called for the fight in February, but the whole show got canceled and they pushed it back till March 12th. So we'll see. The opponent name is Marquise Bates. I looked him up. 7-3 guy. From what I hear, he's pretty decent. But like I said, I always come and fight. I always come into my fights in shape. So
no, definitely.
He ain't bringing nothing I can't handle.
Yeah, and I personally know Marquise Bates myself. He's a good fighter, great matchup, great competition. He's definitely going to give you some good work, but in return, I know you're going to give him some good work as well. And it all comes down to who wants it more.
Who wants it more?
And I already know you. You're a very disciplined person. You're not like fighters who don't stay in the gym, and then when they get the call, they got to jump into the gym and start rushing to prepare. You're always ready.
Always ready.
How important is it for you as a professional fighter to stay ready as you always do?
Well, it's real important. First of all, because I'm getting older. I'm 43 years old, and I was just brought up that way. Always stay in the gym, stay ready, so you don't got to get ready. I work with my boy Cordell Booker. He's always ready, so he's another person that influences me to stay ready. And just getting those calls down at Danny Garcia's camp, always keeps me on my feet. Yes.
So, let's say you do step into the ring against Marquise Bates next month. All right. What would your fans expect out of you?
To put on a good show. Go in there and do my thing. Let my fast hands go. I'm gonna probably do a lot more boxing than just standing there and trading punches with them. Because I'm not that type of fighter, but I could do it if I have to. But I'm gonna go in there and box, just put a good show on for everybody that's watching, for my fans, for everybody that wants me to win, for everybody that support me, and just do my thing.
That's what's up. And I definitely will have to agree with you in regards to you doing your thing, because that's what you always do every time you step into the ring. And if I should say, you bring some great experience into the ring with you. You're not new into the game. You're not just stepping out of the amateurs. You are a pro. I mean, you have countless fights, whether you won or lost. You have great experience that you bring into the ring with you. Not only that, but you are Danny Swift Garcia, world champion, Danny Swift Garcia's personal sparring partner. You helped him prepare for Robert the Ghost Guerrero. You helped him prepare for Sean Porter. I want to say Keith Thurman, but I might be wrong with that. Who was the third?
It was the fight before Keith Thurman. I forget his name, but it was the fight before Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
So I was down there 3 times.
So you were down there training camp with the champ.
Yes.
In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philly, yes.
Tell us what that's like, man.
It was good, man. I actually, the first time I went down there, I got the phone call. I want to say probably like 3 days after Christmas.
Uh-huh.
No, 3 days before Christmas. I apologize. They wanted me to come down before Christmas, but I was like, what about my family? So, his people said, we're gonna fly you down after Christmas. And I was out there for 2.5, 3 weeks. Went out there, put a good show on. Well, now I'm not gonna say a show. I gave Danny good work, and they liked me. They called me back for his fight after Guerrero. Went down there, did my thing again. Then they called me again, not for Thurman, but they called me down there for Porter.
That's what's up. And I can't even imagine what would that be like, being around world champion Danny Swift Garcia, if I should say, is one of the humblest fighters in the industry.
Yes.
His father is a little crazy, but I love his craziness.
Yes.
And it sells.
Yeah.
And that's why people always talking about Crazy Angel.
Right, but a lot of people also think he does that for TV.
Uh-huh.
He's like that in real life.
Absolutely, and I have to agree with you because the number of times that I've been up there. Matter of fact, I was up there with you during training camp.
That was for the Guerrero fight.
For the Guerrero fight. And, you was up there, you was putting that work in. By the way, great sparring.
Thank you, man.
That you were putting in.
Thank you.
Because I seen you landing some big shots against the champ.
Thank you.
And you know what? It's not that you're up there to make a name for yourself. It's not that you're up there to hurt the champ so that people can, talk about, Shakha Moore hurt the champ during training camp. You went up there to provide a level of assistance, and that's the reason why you was up there.
Yes.
But anyhow, what I wanted to say was Danny's father.
Crazy Angel.
Birdman.
Yes.
Birdman. I love his videos that he puts up, man.
Crazy.
He better. What do you call that? He better put a patent on Birdman.
It's better.
Better. Even though we got the Birdman rapper out there.
Baby, yeah, he better do it before Baby do it.
But Robert Danny Swift Garcia, his father, Angel Garcia. I seen you interacting with him. He actually likes you very much.
Their whole camp likes me. Mm-hmm. And like I was telling you earlier, when I first went out there, I did good. I gave Danny the work that he wanted, you know what I'm saying? And they called me again. Mm-hmm. And when I got out there, his personal assistant said to me, we're probably going to put you as one of his personal sparring partners because you come out here, you give him work, and, you do what you got to do. And I asked him, I said, what do you mean by that? He was like, well, a lot of guys come out here, they try to make a name off Danny. They try to hurt him and stuff like that. They say, you just come out here and you do what you're supposed to do. I said, listen, you guys brought me out here for a reason. I'm not messing that up.
That's right.
Because they know everybody in the boxing industry. They could have called anybody, but I got the call. I got the call. Shakha Moore.
From Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Shakha Moore.
From Bridgeport, Norwalk, Connecticut got the call.
I got the call. They could have called anybody. So that's something I would never mess up.
Yeah.
Why burn ties like that? Mm-hmm. So, and I keep contact with him all the time. I'll text Danny, after a fight or something, be like, good work. He'll respond back. Mm-hmm. He'll respond back. Thanks. God bless and stuff like that. So they're cool people.
No, they're definitely cool people. And not that this show is all about, DSG, Danny Garcia and Crazy Angel, but
just some of the experience that I went through.
Yeah, some of the experience that you went through. And I've had some experience with them as well. Like I told you, I remember I showed up in Pennsylvania, in Philly, and unannounced. Introduced myself to Angel. He was like, come on in, man. Yeah. You want a steak? Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's the type of atmosphere you walk into. Right. And that's the type of atmosphere you've been around. Right. Gaining that experience. Sparring against the world champ. Yes. Who goes up against big name fighters like Thurman and Porter and Robert the Ghost Guerrero and all those other big names out there. That's great experience, man. Great opportunity. And that's what you bring into the ring with you. Yes. So Marquise Bates, if you're watching, you better come ready.
Better. Put these paws on you.
Because as I stated in the beginning of the interview, before we got knocked off, you're the type of fighter who's always ready. Always. You always stay in the gym. You're not one of those fighters who, when you get the call, snap. Yo, I got to go in training mode. I got to get ready. You're always in the gym. You stay ready. You're always fit. You look good right now.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And I mean, how important is it to remain ready as you always are?
Well, it's important, first of all, because, you know, I'm 43 now, so, you know, as you get older, stuff start to happen, knees start bothering you, back start bothering. Luckily, none of that happened. None of that has happened to me yet. But it's just, you know, me being a personal trainer and a boxer, it's just important that I always stay in condition. And being that I'm still boxing, I want to be in shape. I don't want to have to take 6 to 8 weeks to get in shape. I did that earlier in my career, taking fights on 2 weeks' notice. I did that in the amateurs, taking fights, not doing no road work. So it's more important now than it was before. I mean, it was important before, but it's more important now being that I'm older.
Yeah. And you know what? Really quick, what I want to do, Shaq, I want to show a couple of pictures, man, with you and the champ. As people can see right there, that's you and Danny Garcia, as we've been talking about. Yeah, that was your first camp up there with the champ. Here we go, you with Crazy Angel.
Yep, that was the last time I was out there.
And you know, a couple other pictures I want to show, man. You have a great working relationship, and I want to mention this really quick. You have a great working relationship with another Connecticut fighter who's putting Connecticut on the map, fighting on PBC, fighting on the big stage, Mr. Cordell Booker, also out of Norwalk, Connecticut, man.
That's from Stanford.
Oh, Stanford, Connecticut. I'm sorry. And as you can see, you and Cordell have a really tight-knit relationship.
It's my little brother, man.
And here's another picture with you, Cordell, and Jimmy, the Quiet Storm Williams. And you know what? I just want you to tell us, man. Tell us about your relationship with Cordell Booker, and how do you influence him as a younger individual, as a younger fighter, with the experience that you have?
Me and Cordell met 6-7 years ago, or 7 to 8 years ago, through a mutual friend. I was supposed to spar our mutual friend. His name is Rajiv. He moved to Boston. He's an ex-pro fighter too. He hurt his hand, so he introduced me to Cordell. We sparred, and after that, it was history. You know what I'm saying? It was history after that. We bonded. You know what I'm saying? We stayed in touch. We friend requested each other on Facebook. Moving forward, I started training at Revolution when I fought Vivian Harris, and I asked Ahmad to train me, and Ahmad said, yeah. That fight, I lost that fight, but the fight was so close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To the point where I got robbed, and Ahmad said, listen, if you want to stay with me, you can stay with me. So I stayed with him, and then me and Cordell just bonded more and more. Come to find out, we have the same birthdays, May 7th. So, you know, a lot of similarities that we have, being that we got the same signs. I see a lot of similarities in both of us, but he's also a big influence to me too, because he stays in the gym. He's always hungry. He's always, you know, coaching me on a lot of stuff that I should change up, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa too.
Yeah.
I try to stay on him. I have talks with him. I ask him how he feels. I tell him the most important things he got to do when he's training, like stretching, make sure he does his road work and stuff like that. Like, we just in each other's ear all the time, giving positive feedback to each other.
In regards to Cordell Booker, where do you see his career going in? Because he's definitely on the fast track. I mean, the dude is making some serious noise. Unfortunately, he is injured right now. I believe he hurt his.
He tore his Achilles training. But he'll be back. He'll be back in due time. He'll be back in due time. And I would say, me, with the faith I got in him, and the faith I have in him, has like always counted. Because I told him, we did an interview a while back with I forget the name of the guy that did the interview with us, but I told him that he was gonna make it. He ended up making the Olympic trials. Even though he lost, he got robbed, but he made the Olympic trials. And when he turned pro, I told him he was gonna make it. So I see him being pro by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, not pro.
Not pro, yeah.
Champion.
Okay. I was about to say pro.
I apologize.
World champion.
Yes.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you because he's on a fast track. Yes. And, you know, he's one of those fighters, man, who is receptive to criticism, and also he's always open for instruction.
Yes, and young and hungry.
And how important is that?
It's important because, you know, you gotta take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to take destructive criticism. You gotta know how to take good criticism. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely is in that ballpark where you could tell him what's good and what's bad, and he would actually listen.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So going back to you, all right, going back to you. You've been in some wars.
Yes.
You've been in some big fights, man. You've been on the big stage. Stepping into a fight right now, today, tomorrow, next month, is nothing new to you.
Nothing.
You've been in big crowds,
Yes.
thousands of people
Yes.
watching and cheering you on.
Fought on ESPN too about 4 times.
Yeah, quite a few fights on ESPN. Not on ESPN, but you've been on also on other big cards and networks. For example, I want to show this. You've been on Broadway Boxing as well,
Yes.
with Star Boxing.
Yes.
What is that experience like? What is that experience like in regards to being on the big stage?
It's important because I look at it like this. The way you prepare yourself, like when you turn pro, you have to get them level opponents to prepare you for that big stage. That's why I always say that, okay, yeah, in the beginning of your career, yeah, you get them notable wins to get you ready for that big stage. You don't want to take too many easy fights and then try to step on the big stage because you might freeze. I've never had that opportunity. I've never had a hand-picked opponent. Never had a hand-picked opponent. I was always going into the fight to be the loser, B-side. You know what I'm saying? So
The underdog.
yes. So when I get on that stage, I know how to perform. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I'm not taking this fight lightly because I'm fighting somebody that's 93-2.
Yeah.
I mean 2-93 or something like that, or 5-75. You know what I'm saying? I always fought undefeated fighters that only had like 2 losses, but was with that promoter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you take them. I would say you take them easy fights. Take about maybe 6 to 8, and then step your competition up. That's gonna help you get ready for the big stage.
Yeah, and
My personal opinion. Everybody got different opinions about it, but that's my personal opinion.
somebody on Facebook named Hector Delgado is saying, please talk about his work with the kids, which is really important. All right, and we, if you want to go in that direction right now, because I like to acknowledge the people that is always watching on Facebook. He's talking about. Please talk about Hector Delgado. Please talk about his work with the kids, because we know you work with kids.
Yes.
You're there at the PAL,
Yes.
the Police Athletic League
Yes, 11 Allen Road, Norwalk, Connecticut.
in Norwalk, Connecticut. I mean, tell us a bit about that.
Well, it's a free program for the kids. The ages go from 8 to 21, if I'm not mistaken. We have about, I want to say, anywhere from 15 to 20 kids, and it's just amazing working with them because a lot of them, when they learn the art of boxing, it's just so amazing to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get the ones that fool around, play around, but at the end of the day, listen, if they off the streets, that's a good thing. So we could have 25 kids in here. If 2 stay to box, that's a win for me.
And that's awesome. So, the kids that you serve, Norwalk, Connecticut, surrounding
Yes.
towns.
Yes.
I mean, the services that you provide there at the PAL,
Yes.
is that free?
This is free.
It is free.
It's free. So me and a guy that I looked up to in boxing, Fred Kitt.
Okay.
He was my idol coming up. He's a retired pro. He retired 4-1-1, if I'm not mistaken, because he had a heart issue. But when he got cleared to fight, he was already doing another job. He was already working, so he didn't want to take that risk of quitting that job and getting back into the game. Me and him actually run the PAL, so just those kids being there, and like I said, it's important to us. You know what I'm saying, to give back. We was trained by John Harris, rest in peace. I was with him since I was 11 years old. Fred was with him since he was 5 years old, because his father used to box with him. So he taught us how to give back. He taught us the discipline of coming to the gym, folding your clothes up. You know what I'm saying? No talking while the work round is on. If you're going to talk when the rest period is on, and stuff like that. So we try to basically move those kids in that direction.
Yeah.
How
about, because when I think about Norwalk, I think about some notable names that came out of Norwalk, like the Sims brothers.
Good guys. I grew up with them.
Yeah. What are they doing in the city of Norwalk? I mean, do they have a gym? Do they have anything going on themselves?
They don't have a gym. Travis is actually a councilman. Travis actually he runs a food truck. Him and his wife. As far as them having a gym, not sure. Not sure if they're trying to get one or not, but they're definitely doing for the community though.
Yeah.
You know, they show their support. You know, they stop through every once in a while.
That's what's up. That's really important. So, really quick, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick commercial break. But when we come back, we're gonna continue on with you being on the hot seat. All right. So really quick, for you guys that are watching live on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, Periscope, if you're listening to us on our podcast, whether it's Anchor, Spotify, or Apple, I want to welcome you into the show. We started off the show very, very well. We ran into a technical difficulty where we had to shut everything down, reset it. We came back because the sound was kind of funky. But we're back. Hopefully you can hear us clearly right now. But with that said, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. We'll be right back momentarily. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back momentarily. Looking for custom wheels? Looking for quality and professional service? Do you need a flat tire repaired? Are you looking for a $45 alignment and the lowest prices in the state? Come to Perez Tire Center located in the city of Bridgeport. At Perez Tire Center, we take pride in our selection and service. We are never short on inventory, and we give you the best guaranteed lowest prices up front. At Perez Tire Center, we slash the competition and will beat the other guys. Financing is available and no credit check is needed. We also install batteries and tires on recreational vehicles, trailers, and motorcycles. If you need it, we got it. Perez Tire Center is open 7 days per week, located at 72 Knowlton Street in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. All right, you guys, and welcome back to Super Elite Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. We are here broadcasting live from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Tonight I have Mr. Professional Boxer and Personal Trainer Shakha Moore here on the hot seat. And listen, we are having a good time. Again, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties we experienced at the beginning of the show. But we bounced back. And that's what happens. As a matter of fact, Shaq, that's what happens, man. When you're a fighter and you get knocked down, a real fighter gets back up and bounces right back.
Show that true champion in them.
That's right.
Yes, I know. I mean, I have some losses, but nothing is more. How I want to say it. Nothing means to me more than just showing people that I still got it. You know, I'm old. I'm 43. You know, a lot of people know me from the amateurs. A lot of people know me from the pros too. But a lot of people think, oh, he's washed up. He's 43. He's getting too old. I'm not too old. First of all, I'm not too old. My speed ain't going nowhere. And my ability to box ain't going nowhere.
Well, listen, I watch you. I watch all the training you do.
Yeah.
I watch all the videos you put up. Definitely the speed is there. Your conditioning is impeccable. It's still there.
It's always there.
And you definitely still have what it takes to step back into the ring. And as you know, we've been talking about this possibility in March, just a couple of weeks from now, you might be stepping back into the ring with CES Boxing in Rhode Island, most likely at Twin River Casino.
That's it.
Yep, in Lincoln, Rhode Island.
Yes.
So I already know what that's going to be like. So let's stray away from the boxing and let's talk about you as a personal trainer.
Okay.
Because I love the fact that you take great passion in helping people change their lives.
I love it.
I see all the videos you put up, man. You have a ton of clients.
Yes.
Whether it's a one-on-one session or whether it's a group session, I mean, you're out there, man, grinding with your clients. Matter of fact, you work out with them.
Yeah,
I see you working out with them.
I work out with them sometimes.
So you lead by example.
Yes. I try to.
Yeah.
I try to, and for the most part, I'm doing it.
Tell us about that.
I got into personal training back in 2000. I want to say 8. I was working at LA Fitness. I was actually teaching classes there. I was teaching a boot camp class. When I tell you, I used to have about 50 to 60 people inside this fitness room taking my boot camp class. It was crazy. But I also had another job working at the Waverly Care Center in New Canaan. And one of the ladies that used to take my class saw me at work, and she said to me, why do you do this? was like, what you talking about? She said, you're so good at teaching them classes. Why don't you focus on that? That signal went off in my head. I was like, you know what? I need to stop this. So I didn't quit. I gave 2 weeks and stuff like that, and then I just got my certification. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I took my certification, I failed it. Made the appointment right after that again. I took it in New York and I passed it.
Wow.
I aced it. And ever since then, I just been on the path to just taking care of people.
That's what's up. And not to cut you off, but I love something you said. And you were so open and honest about it. You went, took the exam for the certification, you failed.
Failed it.
Discouragement sets in.
Failed it.
Like, yo, I worked this hard. I'm in great shape. I know my craft. I know what I'm doing, but
it's crazy because I thought I knew more than what I did. When I started to read that book, I was like, damn, I don't know nothing. But like I said, I failed it. I took it like a man. I took it here. Went home, studied, made the exam, made the appointment again, aced it.
Wow. So, I'm just trying to point out the fact that even though you experienced failure didn't keep you down.
It would never keep me down either.
If anything, it gave you some more motivation to succeed.
Yes.
And now, it's proof in the pudding because now you are effectively successful at what you do.
Yes.
You have a great amount of clientele, people you serve on a day-to-day basis.
Every day.
It's not like a weekly thing.
Yeah.
You do this on a day. This is your passion. This is your baby.
Yes.
This is your your money on the table. This is your food on the table.
Yeah. This is what helped pay my bills. And it's one job that I can actually say that I love getting up to do. I love getting up at 4:15 in the morning to train a 5 o'clock client. And then I'm on the clock until about 12 noon. Then I rest and then I go back to work at night.
Wow.
So I love doing it though.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
All my clients, most of my clients, I've been training for like 3 to 4 years, and they love what I'm doing with them. They love it.
When a client comes to you for the first time, out of shape, maybe 100 pounds over, their weight limit where they're supposed to be, facing obesity.
Right.
You start working with them, and you see it just start coming off bit by bit by bit because it requires work.
Yes.
I mean, what does that mean to you when you see the evidence just taking place right in front of your eyes with your clients?
It just proves to me that I know what I'm doing. I train this lady. I'm not gonna say her name over the sounds, but I train her husband too. When I met this lady, she could not hold a plank for 20 seconds. That's how weak she was. I've been training her now for about almost a year. She can hold a plank for 2 minutes. That's a dramatic change right there. And she's still with me. She's still training with me, and she's getting stronger and stronger every day. Arms are nice and cut up. Her cardio was up, and she just loves it.
How hard is it for you to balance family, work as a personal trainer, and your career as a professional boxer? Those 3 things.
Honestly, it's not hard because I got the support team to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not at work anywhere between 12 and 3 because I got to get my girls off the bus. So that's good. When I am at work in the mornings, the missus is at work. When I fight, she doesn't want me to fight no more, but I'm so locked into it. I gotta do it again. But she's definitely supportive, and so she's always has my back when it's time for training. If I'm gonna be home late from training or work, she has my back. She gets the girls ready for bed and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's hard, but it's not that hard.
Yeah,
I can manage it.
That's what's up, man. And just to let the people know that are watching again. We've been experiencing some technical difficulties tonight, something that we usually never experience.
We apologize.
And, we apologize. It's unfortunate because it is live, just like regular live TV. Yes. And when something drops, when a signal drops, when something goes wrong, I mean, you have to just roll with the punches. You take it as it comes.
Roll with them.
You know what I mean?
Roll with
you gotta. Yeah, you go. You got to roll with it. But, you know, again, I want to apologize for the people that are watching. I mean, you know, we get into a good groove, and then for some reason,
something happens.
you know, something happens. But it's all good. It's all good because whatever is supposed to happen tonight will happen. Whatever is supposed to accomplish will be accomplished. So, you know, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
All right. When we come back, so we can refresh.
Yes.
When we come back, we'll continue on. All right. Looking for custom wheels? Looking for quality and professional service? Do you need a flat tire repaired? Are you looking for a $45 alignment and the lowest prices in the state? Come to Perez Tire Center located in the city of Bridgeport. At Perez Tire Center, we take pride in our selection and service. We are never short on inventory, and we give you the best guaranteed lowest prices up front. At Perez Tire Center, we slash the competition and will beat the other guys. Financing is available and no credit check is needed. Perez Tire Center is open 7 days per week, located at 72 Knowlton Street in the great city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. So where did we leave off at? Because I lost my train of thought from all the troubleshooting we've been having going on here
Left
tonight.
off. You was asking me, when do I notice the weight loss and stuff with my clients? And like how important it was to me, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And I was actually saying that I trained a lady. When I first got her, she couldn't hold a plank for 20 seconds. That's how weak she was. I've been training her now for about maybe 6 to 8 months, 9 months tops. She can hold a plank for 2 minutes.
So
2 minutes.
She couldn't hold a plank
For 20 seconds.
for 20 seconds. Now she can hold a plank for 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
That's what's up.
That's big to me, you know, because that goes to show me that I'm doing what I got to do for this lady. You know what I'm saying? That had this issue to where she couldn't hold a plank. Now she can hold a plank for 2 minutes.
Wow.
You know, she's gotten stronger. Her cardio has gotten up. I do boxing with her too. And when I first put her on the bag, her cardio was shot. She hit that bag now for 3 minutes. Stop.
Wow.
Non-stop. You know, and that's big to me. That goes to show me that I know what I'm doing, and I take my job serious.
And you know, as we were talking earlier, and maybe it got cut off, and unfortunately we've been having some technical difficulties. But just to let people know and to let you know, this show is also recorded, pre-recorded, so it will be airing all over again. So if there was some stuff that was said that you missed tonight, it's okay because we're gonna re-air it. I'll put the notification out either tomorrow or Saturday. It'll be on live on Facebook all over again. But, you know, feel free to go watch it again on YouTube tonight. But in regards to you as a personal trainer, you said she couldn't hold a plank for 2 seconds.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. She went up to 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
That's the purpose why you do what you do.
Yes.
To help people's lives change.
Yes.
And especially in the world that we're living in today, I mean, health is so important.
It's very important. Very, very important. You know, you're getting people that's falling because they got this, because they got that, because they got that, because they got this. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is more important than health.
So if the people that are watching wanted to reach out to you, to utilize your services, to get more information, best way to contact you, Shaq?
Find me on Facebook, Shakha Moore, SHAKHA MOORE. Find me on Instagram, Shaq SHAK _Moore MOORE. Or my other Instagram pages at Train with Shakha SHAKHA.
Awesome. So we're coming to the completion of the show, where I'm going to hit you off with what I call the shotgun questions.
Okay.
But before we jump into that part of the show, your final words for the people that are watching live right now on Facebook.
I just want to thank everybody who tuned in. Again, if you want to reach out and get some training done, maybe some boxing, you have my contacts. If you want to bring your kids to the Nog Pal, 11 Allen Road, Norwalk, Connecticut. That's ran by me and my man Fred Kit. Reach out to us, and just continue to strive to be great.
That's what's up. With that said, we're going to take a quick commercial break, all right?
All right.
All right, so for you guys that are watching live on Facebook right now, I want to thank you for tuning in. Such a great time here in the broadcasting studio in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Unfortunately, as I stated before, we've been having some technical difficulties. Some things are out of our control, but the most important thing is figure it out, bounce back from it, and just continue pressing forward. And that's what we're doing tonight. We lost sound, then we lost signal. But it's all good. It's all good, baby, because I'm sure that somebody tonight is getting blessed from this interview with Mr. Shakha Moore from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, also from Norwalk. We'll be back momentarily from this commercial break. When I come back, Shakha Moore is going to be hit off with what I call the shotgun questions. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Aces Bail Bonds.
Do you need information regarding bail bonds and the bail bond process? Contact us at Aces Bail Bonds, where we are happy to give you a free bail consultation. You are in capable hands with our reputable agency. For fast, reliable bail bond service, get out of jail fast with Aces Bail Bonds. You can save time and money by calling ahead. We'll have the forms ready for you, with everything handled privately, discreetly, and confidentially at our office. For fast, reliable bail bond service, call Aces Bail Bonds now.
Welcome to Ramirez Restaurant.
Evolution Sport Bar Café, el mejor ambiente de Bridgeport, Connecticut, presenta Jueves de Karaoke y Happy Hour.
Estoy enamorado de una mala.
Viernes de Ladies Night, donde las damas entran gratis la noche entera.
¡Qué chévere!
Sábado de Fusion Day. Y los domingos son de rumba, con especial toda la noche. Además, todos los días mezclando en vivo los DJ más duros, con los mejores especiales en bebidas y aperitivos. Muévete al lugar donde se vive la noche. Evolution Sport Bar Café, 1279 North Avenue, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Reservas al 203-908-1588. Evolution Sport Bar Café, el mejor ambiente.
Welcome back to Super League Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. And I am here with professional boxer and personal trainer, Shakha Moore.
We here.
You're a southpaw fighter.
I can fight out of both stands.
Really?
Yes.
Which one you prefer the most?
It depends on how I feel the night of the fight.
What's the difference, southpaw and conventional?
Southpaw is for a lefty, orthodox is for a righty. So you it's like boxing backwards.
Uh-huh.
With southpaw, now you jabbing with your right hand. You're throwing your cross with your left hand. You're throwing your hook with your right hand. For as orthodox, you jabbing with your left hand, throwing your cross with your right hand, throwing your hook with your left hand. Did I say that right?
No, you said it right.
I said it right?
Yeah.
Southpaw, right,
Uh-huh.
left, right, orthodox, left, right, left. and you're moving opposite ways. So southpaw will move towards his right.
Yeah.
You try to lane that left hand. Orthodox moves to the left. Try to lane that right hand.
Knockout power. We know you got some knockout power. You got what? Like two?
Three.
Three knockouts on your record?
Yeah.
That tells me you have knockout power.
I mean, it do, but I'm really not a power puncher.
Yeah.
I mean, I am. If it comes, it comes. Let me put it that way. I don't never go into a fight trying to knock somebody out.
Yeah.
If it
So-
comes, it comes.
What is it like though? That moment when you you see them go down.
I feel good. Shoot, like, okay.
Uh-huh.
It feels good. Yeah, it feels good. But at the end of the day, like you hope nothing went wrong with the opponent. You hope
Yeah.
he's good. You hope he recovers good and stuff like that. But it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels real good.
That's what's up. So, what do you think about the interview so far, man? I mean, we ran into some technical difficulties.
Listen, our interviews are always good. You know, like like we said earlier.
Uh-huh.
You know, we roll with the punches. We catching them here, we catching them there. You know, we blocking.
Uh-huh.
And we come right back.
So before we jump into the shotgun questions, as I gave you earlier before we lost signal, I want to give you another opportunity to share your final words with the viewing audience that's watching right now.
I want to thank everybody for watching. You know, hopefully you guys took something from this interview. If you guys ever want to need me for my personal training or boxing, you can reach me on my social media. Shaq Moore on Instagram, Shaq_Moore, at Train with Shakha, Facebook Shakha Moore. So if you guys ever interested in some boxing, some personal training, contact me on my social media. If you're looking for your kid to get started in some boxing, I'm at the Norwalk Pal, 11 Allen Road. Me and Fred Kent runs it. Also, I'm in Stanford at Revolution, 579 Pacific Street.
That's what's up. And just to let people know, your information will be on the, it'll be attached on the show.
Okay.
There'll be a link there leading to your page.
Sound good.
And if anyone wants your services, feel free to contact Shaq Moore, man. Listen, the dude knows his stuff. And, you know, I mean, Danny Garcia is Swift, but you're Swift as well, man.
He's the original Swift.
Yeah, he's
Actually, it's out of him and Jerry Hurd.
Yeah, yep.
Number 2 Swifts.
Actually, there's another one coming up right now that's utilizing the word Swift, named Swift. I can't remember his name right now, but yeah.
It'll be out soon then.
Yeah. All right, Mister, you ready for the shotgun questions?
Let's do it.
All right. First question for you is, what's your favorite song?
Rap, R&B, or just in general?
Anything that you like.
You got me good on that one. Put Your Hands Up by Jay-Z.
Put Your Hands Up by Jay-Z?
Yes.
Okay. But you were doing a really good job when you walked in here earlier when I was playing that Boogie Down Productions.
That old school. That's that old school right there. South Bronx.
South Bronx.
And what else you was playing?
Boogie Down Production. We'll always get paid.
We take the
wackest song.
Yeah.
And what? Make it better. Favorite movie?
Minister Society.
That's what's up. That's a good movie.
That's my joint.
You know, positive, powerful message in that movie.
That's my joint.
Mm-hmm.
Off the rip, that's my joint. I saw that movie 5 times when it came out.
Yeah?
Yes.
I've seen that quite a few times myself. Good movie. Joint. Great message.
Yes.
I mean, throughout the whole duration of the movie. Good pick. Favorite food?
Ooh. Pasta.
Pasta? Regular pasta or wheat pasta?
Both.
Both?
I can do both.
Yeah, me too.
After every weigh-in, that's what I eat. After every weigh-in.
Why pasta after every weigh-in?
I just love it.
It's not heavy. Sets in light.
I mean, it is heavy.
You
know, with the meats and everything in it. It's just, I just like it.
I feel you.
Put that Parmesan cheese on it, and I just eat it up. It's just good.
Yeah, I find that kind of unique though, because most people after weigh-in, they'll start sucking on some oranges or taking in some what's that? Infant milk? Pedialyte.
I mean, I do that. I have a gallon of water with me. But when I want to go eat, that's the first thing I get is pasta.
Gotcha. All right. What's your favorite sport besides boxing?
Favorite sport besides boxing? I would say basketball.
Basketball.
I ain't nice, but I can get on the court and play.
Okay.
You know, I ain't got no crossover, nothing like that, but I can make some buckets.
Okay. What was your team?
Favorite team? I don't have one.
You don't have a team?
Nah.
Okay. Since we're on the subject of basketball, what's your take on the loss with Kobe Bryant, man?
Man.
Terrible.
It was oh man, that was hurtful. And why it was so hurtful to me, and I explained this to my boys and Cordell and them, they got a group called the Man Cave they do every month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they asked me about the same thing. Cause he was with his daughter. Oh man, that's him being with his daughter and that happening. That's my biggest fear. I would never want to pass away with my kids with me.
Wow.
Or just pass away and not be there for them anymore. You know, that hurt like crazy.
Devastating, man.
Yes. You know, R.I.P. to the Black Mamba.
Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and,
and
you know, all the other
that
victims that were in the
my
aircraft.
Mm-hmm. But it was hurtful, man. Hurtful, real.
Yep.
Crazy.
Next question. What's your favorite car?
It was a Maxima, but I got an Audi now.
You rolling in the Audi?
So now my Audi.
Okay. A4, A6, A8?
A4, 1.8 T, convertible top.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not registered yet, though.
You on Oh, man.
I'm not driving it.
You didn't. Okay. I want to see you drove here unregistered.
Nah, I ain't pull up in it like that.
Listen, we lost signal twice. The third time I was about to disconnect it myself.
I ain't pull up in it like that. It's in the driveway, but it'll be getting registered soon. But you know,
that's what's up, man.
That's my car, so that's my best car now.
Favorite thing you like to read?
Favorite thing I like to read. That's a good one because I don't really read books. I just skim through them. The last book I read was I think Jay-Z's book. Yeah, his last book that he came out with, I read that one.
Okay.
So I would say
hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite thing you like to do? Besides training.
Besides boxing, training, and working out. Going to my daughter's karate class and going to see my oldest daughter dance.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, man, because your oldest daughter, well, actually, she is the oldest, right? Your 12-year-old daughter?
You know what? I got my son, Little Shaq. Shout out to my boy, Little Shaq, who's also in training to fight too.
Oh,
he's
for real?
26, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But your daughter...
25, I'm sorry.
Oh, he's 25.
25.
Little Shaq.
Yes.
Okay. He's training with you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So he's in the amateurs right now?
Well, he's not yet. I didn't get him registered yet. I'm training him now. You know what I'm saying? Getting his weight down because he's a big dude.
Okay.
You know, so he'll make his first fight soon. I'll post it.
Okay. You know. Definitely have to get him here to the Super League Entertainment Studio for that exclusive interview.
Yes, definitely.
But your daughter, 12-year-old daughter.
Yes.
She just competed just recently.
At UB in Bridgeport.
I mean, tell us about that since we're on that subject, man.
Man, she's amazing. She's been dancing since she was 3 years old. Before we bought the house in Bridgeport, she was at a dance studio in Norwalk. Then when we moved up there, she actually was still going to the dance studio in Norwalk. But me and my wife was like, yo, this is crazy. We can't be driving down here every day. So we found Spa in Stratford. Shout out to Spa. I've been holding my daughter down for the longest. She loves it. She wants to be a ballerina. So she has a solo that she do. She has a hip hop group that she do. She has a modern and ballet.
Wow.
And she does competition up until July. So she's in competition every month from now to July. And then Nationals is up at Foxwoods.
And I mean, looking at that picture that's on the screen right now, man, she's way up there. Doing a split in the air, man.
She gets up there.
That has to be so hard.
Yes. I think she jumped higher than me. But she has strong legs. She's actually tall too. She's in the 95th percentile in height. So if you saw her, you would actually think she was like 17 years old.
Well, it's like when we were talking when you got here. We were talking about your daughter. And I thought she was like 17, 18. You told me she was 12. I had to pick my jaw up off the ground, man.
12 years old. That's my baby. Her and my wife got the same birthday too.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
And you know what? Let's show that picture one more time, man. I mean, look at the height and the split. I mean, you definitely have to have some special abilities to be able to jump that high and to do a split in the air.
And her IQ for dancing is so good. Like she picks up dances like that.
Wow.
They show her, she picks it up like that.
That's what's up, man.
So I'm very proud of her.
That's awesome. And next question.
Talk to me.
What's your favorite word?
Ooh. You asked me that on the last interview. It's still the same.
What's that?
All love, nothing less.
Okay.
So if somebody say something to me, I'll be like, it's all love, nothing less.
All right. Favorite place you like to visit?
That's a good one. That I like to visit? Oh, man, that's hard. Come back to me on that one.
All right. Other than your current profession, what you currently do, if you was able to do it all over again, what would Shakha Moore do with his career?
Boxing or just everything?
Everything. Personal trainer, boxing. Other than those two things that you do, if you was able to do it all over again, what would it be?
think I was put here to do this, so it'll probably be that.
Okay.
I think I was put here to do this, the boxing and the personal training. So I think it would be that.
All right.
If I could do it all over again, it'd probably be the same thing.
Last word, or last question. If heaven really exists, what would God say to Shakha Moore when you arrive? Or what do you want to hear God say to Shakha Moore when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Woo! That's good. I did my part of good and bad. I think I'd be into the pearly gates.
Yeah.
I think I answer them.
What do you want to hear God say to you, though?
Welcome.
There you go. Welcome.
Welcome. You did your thing. So.
Yeah. And you know, you mentioned you have done some things that you ain't proud of.
Yeah.
And you have done a whole lot that you are proud of.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm aware of and familiar with some of the encounters that you've had. For example, like in 2009, I believe it was. You know, 2011 is when you encountered the end result of your 2009 incident.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing is that you learned from it. Mm-hmm. You picked up the broken pieces. You rebuild yourself.
Yeah. I don't look back at it.
Yeah, and you're here now.
Yeah, it happened in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Why keep looking back at it?
That's right.
It's in the past. That's where it's supposed to be at.
That's right.
You know, so like I said, that's one thing I don't do. I don't let my past get to me. Mm-hmm. I don't let it bother me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm moving forward. I've seen the change that I made. My change is good, and I'm gonna just keep getting better and better.
And one last thing I want to mention is that one of your greatest influencers, someone that was in your corner, finding fights for you, supporting you, mm-hmm. backing you up, being that little ear, being that little subtle voice that was in your ear, was your brother. Mm-hmm. And we know what happened, you know, a few years back.
Yeah.
His life was taken.
Yes.
But, and I'm sure that wasn't easy for you to deal with, man.
Because we were so close.
Mm-hmm.
Like you weren't, like me and him, you wouldn't see one without the other. If you saw him, you saw me. If you saw me, you saw him. We was untouchable. We was unstoppable. Not untouchable. We was unstoppable. We did everything together.
Yeah.
From the time we was kids up until the time we passed away.
But you know, the message that I want to throw out there to the people that's watching is, you know, you faced hardship. Like I said, that incident in 2009. Then your situation with your brother, hardship, mm-hmm. heartbreaking moments. But yet, you took the broken pieces and you made it work for you.
Yes.
You made it work in your favor.
Yes.
How important is it, like you said, you don't look back, you look forward. Mm-hmm. You take what's there, you learn from it, and you make yourself better.
It's real important because, you know, you get some people that they pass haunts them. Mm-hmm. I don't let my past haunt me. It is what it is, man. You know, it's always room for improvement. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I always just take from what my brother would want me to do. Mm-hmm. You know, because it was at the point when he got murdered, I wanted to quit boxing. I didn't want to do nothing. Mm. It was to the point where I couldn't even close my eyes because when I closed my eyes, I just saw him slumped over in his car.
Wow.
So I used to literally be up all night, go to work, and do the same thing again. I did it for about maybe 3 months until I started learning how to cope with it. I started learning how he was, you know what I'm saying, what he would have wanted me to do. You know, take care of my daughter, take care of your family, take care of mommy, take care of daddy, you know what I'm saying? So I've learned to cope with it. I mean, I still have my days, but you'll never tell I'm having my days because I'm always smiling.
And you know what? And that's the thing I like about you, man, because ever since I've met you and known you on a personal basis, mm-hmm. because I mean, I've heard of you throughout the years, yeah. You know, as a professional boxer, mm-hmm. you know, Connecticut, you know, our city, mm-hmm. Norwalk, New Haven, Norwalk and Bridgeport on the map. Mm-hmm. So I knew of you, but I didn't know you right. as I know you now.
Right.
Because you and me, we keep contact.
Yes.
We shoot each other a text.
Always here and there. How
Yeah,
you doing?
exactly.
Always. You actually know my cousin. You know, Jared Ballard.
Yep, Ballard, another good guy.
My cousin, yeah. So me and you, we bonded quick.
Yeah.
We bonded quick, and then from that first interview that you did with me,
that was it.
It was like, we there.
Yeah. And the thing I like about you, man, is that you're a great person.
Thank you, Jason.
You're an influencer. You have, this aroma about you that when you are around people, you affect them in a positive way, man.
Thank you.
And you always been that way since the first time I met you. Remember the first time I met you, I was like, it's a good brother right here, man.
Yeah.
I was able to read it, pick up on it real quick.
Fast. When I gave you that first phone call about doing something with me, you was like, yeah, we can make that happen. Yeah. So I thank you very much for that, man.
Definitely,
that
man.
means a lot coming from you. I appreciate everything you do for me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you keeping in contact. Like I said, our relationship is only gonna get better.
That's right. And with that said, man, I want to thank you for coming down to the studio tonight.
Always.
We faced some technical difficulties. We lost sound, then we lost signal. We bounced back every single time. And I'm sure that from our conversation tonight, I guarantee you that someone that's watching at the other end of that camera right there has been blessed.
Yes.
Someone has been touched.
Yes.
Whether it was a little golden nugget they took from what you talked about, your career in the sport of boxing, or as a trainer, or your relationship with your brother, or as a family man, I guarantee you that someone that didn't know you has learned about you tonight.
I hope so.
Continue doing what you're doing.
I will.
And thank you very much for coming down to the studio,
man.
brother.
Love.
Such a privilege, man. All right?
All love, nothing less.
And again, I want to thank each and every one of you who tuned in tonight. Again, I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez, and I want to thank Shakha more on a personal basis. Thank you for coming down to the studio to be willing to open up and to share all about your personal experience, to share with us, the viewing audience, all about you, man, as a person, as a living being. And, I just continue praying that the hand of God continues prospering you and your family, Shakha. And I can't wait to have you back here on the hot seat again, man. And I thank you for your willingness coming down tonight. In spite of all the technical difficulties we experienced, we still was able to accomplish what the intention of us being here tonight was meant to be. Again, I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. Again, we are here next week, next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, broadcasting from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. We have a really special guest coming into the studio. He's actually a music producer. He has a concert coming to the Bijou Theater the 28th of this month. So he will be here, I believe it's the 24th, next Tuesday, here in the studio on the hot seat. And he has a concert coming. And also he is the producer of one of Fat Joe's first album. He worked with Fat Joe, he worked with Big Pun. I don't want to say his name right now, but he will be here in the studio. I will be announcing his name in the next couple of days on our website. Nice. But again, I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. Thank you for tuning in. And we apologize for all the technical difficulties we experienced tonight. We'll be here again next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Make sure you tune in. We have a really good show set for you next week. Again, God bless and have a good night.